That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm in front of my community, choked up. Doesn't happen very often. When you're an expert a lot, you sort of learn not to get choked up and stay cool and collective and not feel emotional, but this is very emotional and very meaningful to me. I appreciate this association. I mean, I've always been on the Forensic Committee and committees before that. Right now I'm on disaster mental health. I have incredible colleagues, and these colleagues make the difference. I feel I want to express that gratitude to this community for helping foster a lot of the work that I do. I also want to thank my wife, who's filming me right now here, Randy. And part of the reason I want to thank her is because I'm always traveling and giving presentations or working on committees. I'm on national committees trying to prevent child abuse. I'm involved in trying to prevent school shootings and other threat assessments. And I'm all around this country speaking and trying to make a difference. I have a few quotes because this is supposed to be relatively short, and there's a lot of people who are inspirational to me. First, I want to start with one from Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who said, "Fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you." Wow. And we need to do that, especially now in this country. There's many things we all care about, and it's that caring about things that help us connect. The other thing is, we in this room have the understanding the world needs now. We have been dealing with people who are broken. We are dealing with a broken society. And how you deal with those fragments in that Japanese art way of kintsugi, where we put those pieces together in a way where something is more beautiful. As Leonard Cohen says, it's the cracks that let the light in. We need light, and we have to find a way to let that in. We call that post-traumatic growth. How do we encourage post-traumatic growth? And there are people in this room who I refer clients to assist with that post-traumatic growth, and we have that strength in our community. The other thing that we have to work with is recognizing that our need to connect, these mirror neurons we have, the fact that our emotions are co-regulated, means that we have to help people connect with what enables life, that have people choose things that are healthy. And that's something we're uniquely wired and trained to do, to help facilitate the type of connections that could change the world. Now, just by saying yes and volunteering, I've been able to be on the San Diego School Threat Assessment Team. We've prevented shootings. This group was awarded the In Pursuit of Excellence Award by our local U.S. Attorney. In addition, we have prevented shootings from happening in San Diego County. And that's just by being present and helping that group understand relationships. And through that, you connect with HHS. Through working with the DA, I've been on the mental health task force dealing with substance abuse, homelessness, and mental illness. And we worked on creating the response teams that are now in the community. And I'm just one voice among many, but we have an important voice in that room. Let me give you an example of the difference we could make. I was presenting for Aon. They're the largest brokerage company in the world back in Vermont. And I was talking about solitude and loneliness before COVID, with the concept that adverse experiences and loneliness leads to something called lonely wolves rather than lone wolves. Look at Luigi, and as you'll learn more about what happened with the shooting of the CEO, you'll see the lack of regulation, the anger, the isolation. And so we're working on getting communities more connected, and that's part of what we see with resiliency that basically helps people deal with adverse childhood experiences. And we have a lot of those coming up in terms of, we all have that. For NASDAQ, watch for this. I was a silent ghost whisperer for the Model Code of Educator Ethics. That's available to every one of you as a child in school, and Come October or November, they're going to create a recognition for schools that are connected to ethical practices. That started with being on a task force here to prevent therapists from abusing their patients. So I've applied that same reasoning to education because we have such an issue in that area. I'm meeting with lobbyists next week to pass national registration because due to a lot of lawsuits, not that survivors don't have the right to sue, but we have about 7,000 foster kids in this state that will have no place to go because the agencies are shutting down due to $10 to $20 million verdicts against them due to reviver laws. That was AB 218. The other thing is I'm going to use what we've done. We've used ethics to help prevent boundary crossings. We're going to do that the same for schools. So in August, we're going to be launching a course for 250,000 school employees. That's going to teach about boundaries, and we had a new law passed that deals with the teaching on boundaries. Let's see what else. I'm going to end now because I'm only supposed to speak for a few minutes. But what I wanted to end with was well, first I wanted to talk about the challenges, and I have a quote from Albert Einstein. He said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." We have a lot of difficulties right now, and it's the opportunities we bring to help people integrate and connect that's going to make a difference. Maya Angelou's wrote a poem about connecting, and I want to end with a stanza from that, because that poem helps fuel perseverance, and it focuses on connectedness. And this is one stanza from it. And this is what I ask all of you today. Continue to be who and how you are. To astonishing the mean world with your acts of kindness. And a lot of what we do deals with kindness and gratitude. Thank you for this honor.
I guess we're supposed to take this together.
Yeah.